Hi, it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in West Sussex in the UK, and I'm coming on today to recreate a card that I've just made in my card classes. If you subscribe to my channel, you will know that I've just been on a trek to Machu Picchu in Peru, which was amazing, but I didn't get organised in advance, and so I didn't post any videos, have any videos loaded so that they would come out on a regular basis while I was away. Anyway, this card is actually cased from our mini catalogue, and it's this one here. Now I don't have all the elements, but so I'm going to recreate it again here for you using what I have. Now I used on the background of this some of the Simply Marvellous designer series paper that I got as part of Celebration, but I'm going to change it up this time and try and use current products, because actually I realized after I'd done it that the sequins that I used were also retired. So let me just show you what I'm going to do. I'm using the fabulous Penguin Place and the Penguin Builder Punch. I've using the couple of the layering diorama dies, which is brilliant, and I'm also going to use the, I think it's Painted Texture 3D embossing folder, and I spotted actually when I re-looked at that photograph they used that on the iceberg. I'm going to use it on the iceberg this time, and actually to create a background. So I will just share with you what I've done, what I'm doing. So, out of practice. This is Balmy Blue card base standard. I've got a layer here which is just cut slightly smaller, so that is 14.5 by 10.2. I've got a piece of basic white which I'm going to, this is what I'm going to emboss, but to create this sort of sea. I've got a bit more of basic white for the iceberg and a little bit of stamping, and then I've got some scraps to make up my lovely little penguin. So I've got Mango Melody, Starry Sky, which is one of the new in colours, and Basic Grey. I decided not to make my penguin black. Don't know why. I'm going to do a little bit of heat embossing, and I'm going to show you the Snowfall Accents puff paint and how that works. So I'll just get on and I'm going to do some die cutting on that piece. We'll put our base out of the way, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to first use this on the, I'm going to die cut the two dioramas using these two dies, and then I'm going to emboss this level, but I'll come back and show you what I do with that embossing folder to try and make the sea underneath the iceberg. So let me just go off and do that. So those are my die cuts, and I'm just going to emboss this first and I'll be back. So this is a lovely little iceberg, which is quite cute. But yes, I decided, let's see if this works here, and I haven't tried this, so I'm going to apply some Balmy Blue ink directly to this side of the embossing folder. Pop your white in. I think I might have done it to the wrong side. We'll see how it comes out. that's quite nice, but I think actually I wonder if I can line that up. I think I might do that side as well, and then we can see which one we prefer. Now you probably can't tell the difference, but I prefer this side because this is the raised bits and it looks to me a little bit like waves. Just me, maybe I'm being a little bit silly. Let's have a look. Now that goes, it layers that way, but I'm going to turn that upside down, which is what they did in the sample card, and I think that looks quite cute. Now what I'm going to do on this bit is to add the puff paint. So let's get, and the reason I don't do my embossing and my die cutting on screen is just because I've got a big shot and it's off camera and it's just easier for me to do that like that. But what I'm going to do, if I've got the heat gun out, I'm also going to do my sentiment on a first, so I can do both at the same time. So I've got my starry sky. We will use our dust buddy and some Versamark. Oh, have I left enough? I'm just going to cut it at a jaunty angle. Give it a little tap. That's lovely. So we can, may as well while we've got the heat gun out, and I will show you here with the snowfall accents. And I'm following the line. See, there's a little line around the edge that's created by the die, so I'm going to use that as my guide for where I want my snow. Oh. And the thicker you do it, the longer it takes to dry, but it's really fun. So I'm going to just do a couple of snowballs in the gaps there. Let's get my heat tool. I may speed this up, but just because it's a bit boring, but actually I might just show you the beginning of this because it does take a while to heat up. hopefully I wasn't hiding all of that, but I think that is so cute. It's such a great effect on there. Cool, love it. So the only other bit of stamping we're going to do is a hat and a hat, scarf, and we need the punch now. So I'm going to punch out this little bit here. Give him his body, and we want 2 little feet. There we go. And then the stamping. Now what I will do, if I can, what did I do with it? Did think I would use the Stampin' Pierce mat to sharpen my punch, I think. So when that happens, you can just use some foil, punch some foil if you think it's getting a little bit missing bits. There we go. There's our little penguin there. So we've got some starry sky, and I'm going to, very juicy pad. Scarf and his hat. We will fussy cut those in a minute, same time as that. And then I've got his little eyes in basic grey, and I'm going to pop those up there, I think. And then I've got his little beak. So we've got some Mango Melody, and actually this needs re-inking, so I'm just going to go around the edges because it's a bit pale in the middle. Let's see what that's like. Lovely. I'm going to stick him together. He's so cute. There we go. It's obviously a bit sticky on the underside, and I think that is it. So I'm just going to close my ink pad so they don't dry up. And put this baby together. So you want to get some dimensionals. I've got some big ones here, so I'm just gonna make sure that that's supported. You don't have to go too mad, but that's now dry. So love my snowballs. Where is my base? So I'm just going to give that a crease with my bone folder, and I'm going to glue that down. I will put all the measurements on my blog together with a list of all the products, so there'll be a link in the description box below so you can go check that out, and if there's anything that you like and feel like purchasing, I would love to help you with your Stampin' Up products. If you live in the UK, Ireland and parts of Europe, I'll put a list of the territories that I can sell in. There's some that I can't. So that's going to go, yeah, it's going to go like that. Let's try and get that straight, Lynn. I will also share some photographs on my blog of my epic adventure, of our adventure. I went with my friend Sarah and we met, there were, how many others? There were 24 of us in our group, and such an amazing group of people, ranging 20, our youngest was 22, going up to 75. How amazing is that? What did I do with those? Just going to take the edge pieces. I don't waste any of my dimensionals. Fabulous. Put you off on a jaunty angle. There we go. Cute is that? And have him I'm not going to add him with dimension. Let's just trim these out and add them on. So I hope wherever you are in the world you're doing okay and you're enjoying this video. If you are, please do give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment, because I love to get feedback. And it was actually very nice to have my classes this week. This week's been a bit mad, trying to get back to reality or normality, whatever that is, after trekking at altitude and seeing one of the UNESCO 7 Wonders of the World. But didn't really know what to expect. I've never been to South America before, and I guess when in my head it was always a little bit unsafe. No, I didn't feel unsafe, and the people were just, the locals were just so lovely, and we were looked after rather well while we were camping. One morning the zip to our tent froze and we had to be rescued by a couple of the other people. And I'm peeling my watch strap. Yes, walking with poles, that's the only bit that I burnt. Always burn one bit or t'other. Being quite fair skinned, an English rose I think they call me, or a Scottish rose, as I'm Scottish. Fair skinned anyway. There we go. How cute is that? Need a little bit more glue on there. We'll have that a little jaunty angle. very rough and ready there. I think we might put it up there this time, but I'm going to put a bit of a dimensional on that part, and it can sit up like that. What fun is that? I love this C that I created myself. Quite pleased with that. Inspiration, and there it is. I was hiding my dimensionals, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of sparkle here and there, so just tiny little dots of glue. Just to add a little bit. Let's see, use my pokey tool. Just get the sequins up the right way. Ooh, where did that go? There it is. When they're see-through like that, you don't necessarily see them. We've got some little stars. You can pretend that they're snowflakes, eh? Mix them up a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can't leave it at 13. Let's do 15. I think I need a new putty end. It's going on my order. Oh, come on. There we go. There are the two. And so if you're ever stuck for inspiration, our catalogues are just brilliant, really. And it wasn't that I was stuck for ideas, I was just short on time. My class started, my first class this week was Wednesday, and I was flat out with work Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday morning, and I got to the afternoon and thought, eek, I've got people coming soon. Anyway, I am waffling, so I will leave you to it. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next week. Thanks. Bye for now.